in a bit of a holding pattern until I see notifications fly up that I am live on my other platforms. So I hope you're having a lovely day, evening, morning, wherever you are. It's lunchtime here where I am. So yeah, I haven't had lunch yet though. I've been out and about for a bit this morning. So if you're popping in, please say hi. Now, let me have a look here. Good morning, Miss Deborah. So I didn't get a notification that I was live on Facebook. So hi, everyone. My name is Ellen Woodbridge. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for Australia. There you go. There's my notification that I'm live, Deb. And I sell products to make cards, make scrapbook pages, make paper craft, home decor items, and I come on here to show how I use the products, how I use them. So that's why I'm here, and I do love to share with you guys and push myself out of the box a little bit. So yeah, and I love hanging out with you guys, getting your input, doing all of those things. Good afternoon, Miss Cindy, and hello, Donna. I'm just going to check I am live on YouTube, and then we're all good to go. So what I am wanting to play with today, that I did preface in my last video, is the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. So this is currently on pre-release. So this stamp set is coming up in our next annual catalogue, but everyone has the opportunity to get it early. And when I did an unboxing video, I stamped and die cut a few things, and I thought, let's use these today. And I have grabbed out my use it up box. Hello, Miss Carol. Hello, Miss Rose. Hey, Rose, long time no speak. We were just speaking before I went live, catching up. So yes, that's what I've grabbed out. So not quite sure where exactly we are going today, but we'll have some fun together and make at least one cards. Can you say? I can say Butterfly Brilliance. There you go, Cindy. I can say it now. Hey, Roz. Hey, Barbara. Thank you guys so much for joining. I do appreciate it. Yes, it is a long time since you caught a live, Rose. Things are probably looking a little different because I'm using a service that allows me, that allows me to go live on the platform that I'm using, which is HAPS, YouTube and Facebook all at the same time. So it's awesome. I'm not double handling as such, which is lots of fun. So if you guys do want to keep up to date with me, I'll just tell you this and we'll get into the card making. I am on various social media platforms. I am on Facebook and I post every day on Facebook. I am obviously on YouTube as well, as I mentioned. So make sure that you do subscribe to me on YouTube, because I do often put up YouTube only videos as well as my lives. So please make sure you are subscribed over at YouTube, and then you won't miss any additional bits that I put up that aren't live streamed. And I am also on Instagram, and I don't mean to, but between Facebook and Instagram, there is often lap over in content, but there often is different content on each platform. So it's just, you know, the way life goes, and yeah, sometimes it just works like that. So I generally don't post the same project on each platform on the same day, but I do duplicate the projects I share over the platforms. So just making sure, sorry, I totally distracted myself here. Don't you hate it when computers don't play? Hello, Miss Margine. Thank you for joining. So I will let you tell me how your last couple of days were since I was last here with you, and I will flip us around and do all of those things. Hello, Mary. How are you today? Okay. Just flipping around. Oops. Ah, you do. Okay, let's see how we go here. Oh, that was pretty good first up, dare I say. I will go turn off my light, get rid of the shadows, and then we will be back to play. Okay, light should be great now. Life is great, Mary. That is wonderful to hear. Well, I'm so happy you're here, Cindy. I'm always happy you're here. You always make... Oh, thank you, Rose. Hey, Rose, I didn't even tell you. They're brand new nails this morning. Oh, Cindy. Okay. We shall have to conference later in regards to that. So Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. I do have some fun yellow die cuts here. I don't know why I chose Bumblebee for my die cuts. Let me grab the die set that goes with this. It is called Brilliant Wings. I'm just separating these out. Sorry guys, I'm just flipping through my dies. So these are the Brilliant Wings dies that I used to cut out the butterflies and the detail dies. So this stamp set is actually a background stamp set. So these butterflies aren't individual, and you can just use this stamp as a background on a card. Or you can stamp it and then cut them out as I have done here. So it's a really nice, versatile set. Thank you. I'm glad you like my nails. I wanted, it's glitter on glitter, let's be honest. So I was feeling the purple vibes today. So that's where we went with the purple vibes. Okay, does that mean I need to make a purple card? Because I most certainly could. I never need my my arm twisted about making a purple card. Has been a while, actually. I lie, it hasn't been a while since I made a purple card. But it's been a while since I shared a purple card with you girls. I have made a prototype for my team swaps at the end of this month, and it's using purple. So now that you've made me do it, I am going to colour in these butterflies, and you betcha I am grabbing out purple posy, because that's what you do when you guys dare me. Not that you did, but you know, felt like that. So purple posy is a beautiful purple. Now when you use this, I am just doing really simple colouring. These are our Stampin' blends, which are alcohol markers. So we can do lots and lots of colouring, lots and lots of layers, and we're not going to get any pilling of the paper. Now, when I stamped these, I stamped them using Memento ink, which basically means I'm not going to get any bleeding of the ink here, which is pretty much what I want. So I'm adding a few extra dark layers. So you can see that looks good already, but what I am going to do is just do a blending layer between the light and the dark just here, and go on to the other side. So you're just putting down like a starting foundation layer, and then everything works really well from there. And as you can see, I do not have the professional touch when it comes to coloring, but seriously, these markers make it uber simple. So I'm literally just flicking the color out. I'm not doing anything fancy smancy at all, but I am putting an extra darker layer here where I know the butterfly is going to be darker, and then where the dark hits the light, I'm going to just swirl over it to blend it and just give it that really nice faded out look. So I've got to decide what color I want to do the body, and I'm thinking maybe light basic black. Let me see. I lose too much detail. I may want to use dark smoky slate. I've missed lots of people coming in. Sorry. Hey, Jenny. You love all the bird photos I share. What bird photos do I share? Hello, Shelley. Oh my God, I've got to go a long way back. You guys have been bombarding me. This is awesome. I love this. Hello, Shelley. Nails are gorgeous. Hello, 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 Susan. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Mary. Hello, Chris. Oh, so good that you were sharing. Okay, someone tell me about the bird photos, because I'm not sharing any bird photos. So obviously that message. Oh, it's you that share the bird photos, Jenny. Okay, thank you for answering. Thank you, thank you. I've just grabbed the dark smoky slate just so we have some color on the body, but we can still see that stamped detail. Oh, I really like that purple posy. Now, I do wonder if we just put the yellow slightly offset underneath. I don't know. That looks rather sweet. And then if we had them all fluttered up, that could work. So hang on, let me put it here. I don't know. We could. Okay, I'll think about that. I'm thinking of not using the big one because the huge one takes up a lot of room. What other purples do I have here? I have Highland Heather. So let's do a bevy of purple butterflies, because I say, why not? Ah, yes, Chris, that's the whole thing. Inspired by one's nails. Yes, Linda, purple is my favorite color. That's why it looks so good on me, because purple is my favorite color, with good reason. So how many? Okay, so we have a fair few little ones. I want an odd number, so they're the same size. I'm just trying to look at sizing. That is very similar to that. I'm thinking 3 because that's how we roll. Okay, please tell me this is light Highland Heather. And if you notice, when I was colouring with the Purple Posy, the purples come out quite pink, but as they dry back, they do go more to a true purple. So I'm not even stressing about getting over the lines here because the butterflies are moving, so it doesn't matter. Although Highland Heather is probably a bit more of a pink purple than Purple Posy. Although Purple Posy is a pink purple too. So just putting in my really dark layer here. So you can just add layers and layers and it will get darker each layer. Don't know why I put that lid on. And then we're going to bridge the gap here between the light and the dark and get all the bits that I missed originally. So just bridge that and you get your nice blend. You will see that as that dries off in the next 10 seconds or so. Okay. Just also monitoring messages while I'm here. Is this, I just put on the dark first. Doesn't matter. I'll show you how to color the opposite way. So I've put the dark on, do a few sprigs here. And then I'll go, let's move the colored butterfly to the side. And then what I'm going to do, so I went dark to light, I'm going to blend in that edge and then just do a single layer here. So technically they should look the same, just slightly different technique, going dark to light. And they look quite different at the moment because this side is dry and this side is not. So you can see how this side is a lot more purple, where this side at this stage is more pink. Now the third one, I'm just... Okay, so I've used Purple Posy and Highland Heather. Do I want to go Rich Razzleberry or Blackberry Bliss? I've just grabbed and I've gone Blackberry Bliss. Yeah, no. That question isn't from me, Roz. I know that. I think I need to do a titch more blending. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone because no butterfly is perfect. Look, I could also, and what I might show you with the big butterfly is like blending a yellow and an orange, and even popping in a touch of blue as a pop, because this card is going to be fairly simple. And yeah, so I'll show you how I can do that as well, and then we have that piece ready to use. Now this is definitely more of a red based purple. And I've gone in the opposite way again just because that's what I grabbed. Are you just so they're other people's picks? Ah, okay, Jenny, that's good to know. And blending that edge. So I just do little circles so you don't get that harsh line. So I've created a third color in doing that. I don't know whether this one is going to work because it is, I forget how red red this color can be. I may go in and do a rich raspberry one. We'll see. Oh, I forgot to color my center on this. Those sides look pretty good now that they're all dried. I don't know. It looks okay. I might do the other little one in Rich Raz and see how we go. So just adding that grey just finishes it off, but you can still see the detail. Okay, let's grab our little one here and just our other little one. It's the second smallest, and grab all. Do I just do a pop and do like a magenta madness one? I'm going to really go different and just do a magenta madness one, and then we can decide whether we like the blackberry bliss or the magenta madness. Let's do that. Okay, so this is going to look almost fluoro pink. I was right, wasn't I? Totally fluoro. It doesn't end up staying fluoro. It's amazing, some of these colors look incredibly different, but when they dry back, you go, oh, that's really not how the color looks. Diamond painting. It has. I just don't have the skills for diamond painting. That is kind of asking a bit too much from my fine motor skills. Just saying. Okay, going along that edge, giving it a nice swirl. Oh, I do love this color. I'll miss it when it has to go at the end of, no, that's dark. I want the light. I'm going to miss the current in colors that are going to go very much, actually. But as you can see, I could color each section and make this look absolutely stunning. I am not. Oh, that sounds good. It's good that you're getting that sorted, Jenny. I'm really glad. Just going over this inner section on this side because I didn't put my second and third layers of that extra dark and dark. And then let me go along this edge with the light, give it a nice swirl. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, I'm thinking the pink actually looks better than the Blackberry Bliss. The Blackberry Bliss has gone back to a better purple, but it's, I think, a bit too much of a departure from the Purple Posy and the Highland Heather, which work so well together. So I did get some of the Magenta Madness on the body of the butterfly here, but I'm just using the Smoky Slate Dark to push, and I'll show you what I mean, to push that pink deeper into the paper. And you can see here how I have really pushed that pink middle section down, and you can see my saturation levels on the back, how I went really dark in the center and how it's quite faded on the edges. But when I put the three colors together, the Magenta Madness works better with the Purple Posy and the Highland Heather than the Blackberry Bliss does. So I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, let's get this big mama here and let's have a play. Just I want to show you a bit of colouring. You know, I like to show you how I colour. Oh, look, Jenny, they found a brain. Congratulations. I'm so proud they found your brain. Yes, the Blackberry Bliss one is very dark rose. But on a very serious note, Jenny, I do hope they work out what's going on. So, but yeah, you know, I like to give you a bit of curry. Okay, so I'm thinking soy saffron. Not a problem, Susan, not a problem. Thank you for watching the replay. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate everyone who does just catch me on the replays and doesn't catch me live. So I've grabbed out soy saffron, mango melody, and I'm going to grab out, what's this one? Is this one pumpkin pie? Yes, which I don't use very often. Yeah, Cajun Craze is a bit too dark. Okay, so we may not, just let me experiment here. So I've used dark soy saffron. Okay, I may not use every single marker. That is sometimes a really nice way, and I've used a double coat. So dark soy saffron. Ooh, the fumes out of that one. I may be drunk by the end of this. Dark soy saffron light. Mango melody. Trust me here, girls. Let's see how we go here. Okay, that, do you know what? I may even go dark mango melody. Because I really, really like that contrast. Sorry, I'm having a thought. I'm having thoughts while I'm here. Hello, Miss Kelly. Thank you for joining. Kelly, I haven't done any stamping yet, so rest assured I haven't required the Stamparatus, okay? Kel is a huge advocate for using the Stamparatus. Her and I sort of share unsteady hands for varying different reasons. Okay, I'm liking this. So, dark soy saffron, dark mango melody. Okay. Just darken these bits up. Then let me do a bit of a, I'm thinking light pumpkin pie. Oh, that's very, very similar. Well, actually, now that's drying, no, it's not. I'm not so much doing blending as such on here. I'm highlighting the features of the butterfly with this one. Okay, so you can see where I'm going with this. So I really wished I had had these eye pieces as blue, but anyway, I can always add blue over the top, or I have these three, like this section. Okay, so what I had the three color families, or the three colors. So saffron, I had dark mango melody, and I've used light pumpkin pie, and you can see how I've got that beautiful variation. Okay, let me just do the body while I've got this in my hand. I do have a feeling this is getting a titch dry. Yes, it is, but it is. I do have a new one, and I use Smoky Slate all the time. Hello, Bev. Thank you for joining. Hello, Glenda. Okay, you'll let me off, Kel. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Bev. They're done today. I knew you were saying Copics, Kel. It's all good. We've already done purple and pink ones over here. Just having a play with this one. So I want kind of a brilliant blue, and I'm actually thinking of grabbing out my pretty peacock, because when I look at the lineup of these colors, the pretty peacock looks amazing with it. I really like that. Okay. Okay. Just take a bit of a breath. So, oh, look at that, girls. Stunning. Although I did miss a section with the yellow, so I will go back and fill that in. What I think I'll do this whole top wing in the blue, because I think this has to be a feature butterfly on a card, and then just with a very simple sentiment. And do you know what? We'll probably even use it today. Although, okay, don't judge yet. Everything that we do has to have an ugly stage. Oh, thanks for sharing, Bev. I know we are crying a lot on the inside, Kel, because Pretty Peacock actually retires at the end of April. So if you require more blends, or if you love the color, get all your Pretty Peacock bits and bobs before it goes at the, and I recommend getting it now. Oh, I'm liking that, just adding those dark features. And I am going to pop in with a titch of an orange just to lighten up some of these areas a titch. And I've got to redo our area here. Just this one little area. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay. And when you lay colour down, you see all the bits you missed. So let me just go over this, although I do like putting that shadow line across the top. It's looking rather two-dimensional at the moment. Like just doing that blend that I did on the others, and there's quite a white spot. So I've added a bit of depth. Just let me do a test here. So you can always do a test before we get to our piece. So I'm going in with the Mango Melody, which is our dark, which is like this bright orange here. Ooh, those together look really, really pretty. So putting a band down here, and then it harmonizes between the top and the bottom. So we've got the base, but I'll show you on the back. And the more layers we put down, the brighter it gets, because it is pushing the pretty peacock further into the cardstock. But I will just make sure I get any excess ink off our brush end, and I'll flip this over. Well, you can't actually really, you can kind of just see it, but you could see as I was pulling down those layers that did get lighter and lighter. And I think I might even grab the pumpkin pie and just do these bands here. Just 3. So you can see how I'm bringing the colors from the bottom to the top to add depth and interest. And what I think I'll do through the middle is just add an extra coat. And I'm just dabbing here basically, because they are just like 3 spots. I will add an extra coat of the light Pretty Peacock, just for that extra depth, I think. Although I'm liking just bringing that orange up. That has worked. Good girl, Kel. Good girl. Yes, maybe you shall. Although I'm really liking, just let me try something. You girls will see what I'm trying to do. Like, want to add a shadow, but maybe not fill every, just what it's looking, this section is looking a bit flat to me. So what I'm going in now is just adding just a bit of interest in shadowing. So I'm using the, sorry guys, I just got a phone call. How rude. And there was no caller ID, so I do hope they leave a message. I'm thinking of darkening up the So Saffron down here as well. So just adding an extra layer of colour to just some of these cells, just to, I don't know, just to brighten it up, add a bit of interest. It's just all these finishing touches, because this top part is so rich. Oh, someone just rang David's mobile, so I do hope that was the same person. So I'm going to do the same thing with the pumpkin pie. And see how this looks. I think this has added the richness that I want, but I'm even thinking of pulling some of the blue into the bottom as well, because we've added it one way, and I think we need to add some of the Pretty Peacock into the bottom. And I think that will create a really nice balance. because it's looking disconnected at this stage. Okay. And then the eye. I did say I thought the eye should be blue, but that's okay. I probably will add more than one layer of this. That's looking better. Just bringing in that extra layer. And just connecting those colors. So everyone, tell me what you think of this butterfly, because this is very different. I'm liking that. I think I can now leave this butterfly alone. I think we can. Okay, no more comments. Now, I've used a lot of blends. So we used light pumpkin pie, dark so saffron, and dark mango melody, along with pretty peacock to create this one. Okay, I do need to grab a container. Thanks, Kel. It is such a nice set. I will. All my containers are nested and I can't grab them easily. Thanks, Delinda. Okay, so for these ones are pretty easy. We use Purple Posy, Magenta Madness, and Highland Heather. And for our teeny friend that I'm not sure if we will even use, we used Blackberry Bliss. So I'm going to pop these all in a container so I can very easily put them away. The container I got to just the right size. Okay. Now, because I've used yellow and yellow, I definitely could offset. Maybe that's a bit distracting. Maybe. Thanks, Carol. Thanks, Glenda. Okay. Is it Glenda? Yes, it is Glenda. Okay. Use it up box, use it up box. Let's see what we've got in here. Now, I do have plain white circles, which are always useful. These are just shapes. So I'm grabbing out the just, ooh. Now, that, though I don't even know what color that is, but that kind of works on that. Where this is, I kind of want something, I don't know. I think I'm looking for something for this. That looks really nice for that one. So just something to ground it. I like that. We'll see. I don't know if I need a label or anything for these, but I do have this, which is, it's Highland Heather. Just seeing if anything in here may work, and that will probably work on that little one, which is separate. But these ones, I don't think anything in here will work, which is fine. I have no issues at all. So now we're just quickly piecing together all our bits and bobs. I just saw something that is the right colour, but it's from a, no, that's not going to work. And so saffron jars aren't going to work either. Neither is, although that jar's like totally crooked. It works upside down, but if you put it right way up, although we might. Sorry, I'm thinking here. Kind of thinking this butterfly on the top of the jar looks good if I could find something for inside the jar, or even a sentiment for inside the jar. I'll change my mind because that's my prerogative. Hey, how am I going for time? I'm going to be running really late, but not really, because we're going to find sentiments. Okay, this one's going to be a happy birthday. I've already got that, and that draws in there. Okay, let's see what we've got. I have something in the right colour already done up. So this one says, with friendly thoughts and best wishes every day. So that one goes with that one. We may be stamping just directly into this jar with a sentiment. I have a feeling it may be a sentiment that I used the other day. Or do you think I just leave the jar by itself and just then pop a sentiment? Hello, Bev. Okay, so do we keep the jar empty, or do we try and put a sentiment in it? I'm looking for what may work, and it was a sentiment that we used only yesterday that I know will work, which will be like, friendship is found in the simple things. I know that will fit in there. Is that like too perfect that we know it's going to work? I'm just having a quick look through the rest of my sentiments to see if I've got something little and stacked. I have a get well soon that may just work in there. Let me see if that will work. Do have a get well soon. I like the idea of having some things, even though the jar isn't a current stamp set, we're just going to get it used. No, they're all linear, not stacked. No. Okay. You're thinking a separate one, they will work. Okay, so let's go through our separate ones. We'll explore both options. How about that? So those ones won't work. We're already using that one. This is why these bits are really good. I just don't think color-wise, it's going to just be finding something color-wise that I've already got that will work. So blue-wise, that's wrong and too big. I don't know that that circle works. Now, we do have a matching stitched that says, "You are amazing." Unfortunately, this is on the shimmery white, which is causing a titch of an issue. I add white to it because they're not the same white. And yes, I am that person that likes to match her whites. Now, this love is exactly the same color as what is so this is Pool Party and this is Pool Party. So that may work. I think I'm liking that. And because, or I just have a plain happy birthday, which I don't know, it's a bit stark when I've used grey here. Good morning, Myrtle. I know it's morning for you, but it's actually afternoon for me. Look great so far. So, love, or do I stamp in the jar and chance stuffing it up? And I know Kelly's screaming, "He's a stamper artist." Just while I put these away. We may leave this jar card till last and let the votes come in, but I'm liking using that love. Oh, that must be from the bits. Okay. Putting these in the bag, chucking these stamps over here. I think I can pop. I don't think we're using any of these. I don't think. But I am keeping my butterfly use it up bits separate at this stage because they're brand new and I just want to keep them separate. I do have Tasteful Touches. Bev, you know my stamp collection very well. Can I find it? Tasteful Touches, Tasteful Touches. You are the best. I see what you mean, but I don't think I'm a "you are the best" sentiment kind of person. You love the heart blender, so do I actually. And then we will bring in some more of this, and I may even use Wink in the Love to draw in the shimmer of this. I see what you mean. I'm just not a "you are the best" person, but thank you for that suggestion, Bev. That may work as a stack sentiment for someone else. Okay. So, how many things have we got out of the Use It Up box? Oh, that can go back away. So, we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things out of the Use It Up box and our butterflies. Love that. Okay. Oh, I have something else here in the Use It Up box that is Pool Party that we are so going to use. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, because it will work. So this is using the Painted Poppies stamp set. If I can pop my hand on it very quickly. So I've just used this stamp and stamped the background with Painted Poppies. So I'm going to use this because it'll add a texture and it'll mostly be covered up. Okay. Oh, where is my Blackberry Bliss? Come on, Blackberry Bliss. Oh, where are you? You're here. Not quite where I thought you were. Right. Now, I do have a card base in here. thank you, Past Ellen, for your service right now. Bone folder. I hope you're enjoying this bit of ad hoc colouring and use it up box. This is why I love my use it up box. It really does just make, I like that. I am going to trim this down though, because I think I originally had it as a card like that. And I think to balance the Blackberry Bliss, I want it more centered with an even matte around the outside. Okay, so just pop some of these to the side. This is yes, I said that was full. So okay, so that is a whole centimeter smaller, so I'm going 9.5. Great. And I am more than happy to say goodbye to this piece, because this was a scrap already and I can confidently say goodbye. You do love the love heart on the jar. Awesome. And it could be love, it's your birthday, have a great day. Like, could be many things. Although, do you know what? This is actually, it's mint macaron, but it works so well. But anyway, it isn't the right color, but we will make it work because tonally they are very, very close. Glue, 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 glue. Okay. Just, this is going to go down flat just to create that base, and then we can play from there, see if this needs an extra mat of Blackberry Bliss. Although I do have uber cute little dragonflies that I just had that thought that I have uber cute dragonflies in the Dragonfly Garden stamp set that I could put inside of the jar with Blackberry Bliss ink, or kind of sort of just, I can make that work. Look, if we stuff it up, it's going to be a made card, but we're going to do it because I know the jar's just a bit empty. It gives that time to set and dry. Right. Oops. Oh, I will grab a block eventually. Now, I do just need to pull back our scrap. Beautiful. And these are really fine line images. Oh, please excuse David razzing up Louisa in the background. Just hold it there for a few seconds. Oh, they look so sweet. I really like that. I'm glad I did that because really they could be butterflies as well. Kel, I'm sorry I didn't use the Stamparatus, but I didn't need it in this instance. Okay. Right. So I'm thinking there's a bit of a smudge there and the jar lid isn't perfect. So I kind of want that there. Doesn't that look so nice? Actually, I really like the starkness of that. So I think I will pop this on dimensionals, because who doesn't love dimensionals? And we're down to the end of the pack. As you can tell, I've done so much card making. Oh, I used the last two. Thanks, Bev. But I liked having options. Now, when I come to my edges, I am probably a little more generous with my dimensionals than if I have single ones. And I don't know why that is. Just is what it is. Must be getting humid outside. David's just turned up the air conditioning. And I may need to get a whole new strip of dimensionals while we're on screen. Hello, Jane. Thank you for joining. You have missed me colouring in our beautiful butterflies. Sorry, I'm just now in the completing in our other three butterflies as well. Oh, for some reason, please excuse me, I have like 10% battery left, and I would hate for us to completely die. Okay, there we go. Right, I know I've knocked us. Hopefully we're back fine, and I'll press close. Great. Perfect. Thanks, Bev. I'm glad you think that that is perfect. I'll bring in my little dish. Still haven't found in my barely travels to the shopping centre a nice little coloured dish like my last one. I'm so sad. My last one smashed on the floor. It was even sadder because it was a gift from a work colleague when she came back from a holiday, when we could holiday in the world. Do you remember those days when we could go on a holiday or go visit a friend interstate and do all those lovely things? Now, I put this piece on crooked, and I think that's straight, and I didn't need my wiggly bits. I didn't need the glue on the dimensionals so I could wiggle. Okay, I'm just, because I've got the dotted glue, I'm just going to pop it there. Now, I definitely want this wing to go over the edge of our paper. Now, do you guys remember why I like that to happen? Because everything is less boxy when we do that. And then I'm thinking of just popping a love. Yeah. I don't know. Do we need the love? We need something. But is it the love? I'm now questioning the love. I'm now questioning, do I just colour the other butterfly that I put away very quickly with like rich razzleberry or something? I'm going to check size wise. It may actually be way too huge. Yeah, it's too big. But I do have, and I can then just add some sentiments to pick it up, because you girls know I love a bit of a pop colour. I could leave this sentimentless, pop this here, I think I like that better. Leave this sentimentless and pop that one there. I think that's got much, much, much better balance. Okay. Just use the teeniest dot of glue. Now this is Bumblebee, so I'm very tempted just to, do you know what? We might just get out some Wink. Much nicer. Just grab out some Wink Stella while not pulling out my charger. Yes, one must have a pop of colour. You're exactly correct, Cindy. Okay. Whoa, this is my flooding Wink Stella. 2. And this does not reactivate anything that we've used. Because we've got shimmer, we used the shimmery white. This then just ties in. I'm trying to be very gentle on this one. Try not to get too much on the shimmery white. Okay. I think that's that card done. Love that, love that, love that. Very, very happy. Okay, and I got to use some of our outline pieces. Even though they were just, I'll show you how this works. I know we didn't use the love, and that's okay. I can live with that. So, card 1. Card 2. So, I have a wonderful thought. Just bear with me 2 seconds here. I have some of our In Colour Designer Series paper, and I'm thinking of just popping this on this. Don't think the polka dots will work. So either this or the wood grain. I'm thinking the wood grain is going to work a bit better. Quite possibly. But it'll have to be linear wood grain. Vertical wood grain, not horizontal. I don't mind that pop, although this needs something, but I do have a little something in my use it up box that I can grab out. I can pop this on a white circle just to give it that pop that we require. Blackberry Bliss paper can go back away. See, we're avoiding avalanches today, guys. So I said I had these white and it's stitched. So I'll match the stitching in our stitch rectangle piece. Da, 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 da. And it's going to be, oh, that's a bit too stark, isn't it? Not going to work. I'm definitely putting it on a crumb cake base. I don't think I had any additional crumb cake bits in here. I really don't think I did. Okay, we tried the white. Which one, Rose? This one? But you love this color, Rose. That's why you love it so much. So nice. Look, it's quite a masculine color palette, really. Okay, and we're going down a centimetre here, and we will see if we have a card base that is a good size in Great Granite, Mossy Meadow, Crumb Cake. Crumb Cake, Crumb Cake. Haha. No, I don't have a card base. I don't think I do. Quite possibly this piece just needs, oh, I do have a card base, and it's in the orientation that I prefer for, well, I've changed my preferences recently, but I'm working with what I have available for these cards. The DSP, yes, it does, Rose. It, yeah, it will work. The Crumb Cake and the Pretty Peacock would work really, really well for masculine cards as well. I am just thinking to see, I've got my crumb cake sitting out, just if I have a longer strip of crumb cake. So then, yeah, I'm having thoughts. Now, because this card wants to sit up, just going to use a piece of tape to close the front of this card, just so we can work on it a little easier. Okay, yeah, this was a bit too busy. The colour worked, but the wood grain is just a little bit calmer because we've put so much detail into this butterfly. Okay, I'm loving this. Now, this sentiment is from is from Floral Essence, and this is actually a leftover. I can even tell you, is it sad that I can tell you where this leftover is from? It is from, and this doesn't want to do what I want it to do, it is from my customer cards 2 catalogues ago. So that tells me that Floral Essence may not hang around. Ugh, okay, I'm going to re-glue this because it's just not loving being straight. Great. Good. Oh. So now, good. I didn't rip anything, which is always a good thing, but this piece doesn't undo once told. I do have some glue on the DSP, but we can deal with that. Okay, that is just going to have to do, and the glue can come off with my adhesive eraser. Although I'm probably going to cover it up anyway, I would just prefer to clean it up now and know it's done. Okay, so this piece about here, and I am going to go flat with this, and I probably will bump up the sentiment, and I've decided no additional embellishments are required because we have so much shimmer on this piece. While I've been doing this card, I've thought about that card at the same time because we love to multitask. And this one, I just curl it up just a little. And this one, you know, I am not going to use any shimmer because I really don't think it's required. It's a nice masculine card. We've got the pop colour in the orange and the yellow, so we've already got that pop there. We just need to find, close enough is good enough. This is not a butterfly, that is the same on each side. Okay, this piece, and we just need that strip of crumb cake. I think that'll be, yeah, that'll be the right length. Just need to adjust the width. So, what kind of, okay, trimmer, clear some space here. I'm glad I came on today and played with these because it has worked out. I've had fun doing these, and it all started with inspiration from my nails and ended up in a whole different place. Okay. So see how that strip just lifts that whole piece. And I will pop it on dimensionals, but first I'll do this off the card because we're being smart. Let's just put a couple of dots across there and just a little peak sticking out, and no further embellishment on this either because it doesn't need it. I just don't want to cut this other end and have it wiggle. Let's see if I can cut a straight line. Oh my word, she can not. And a little bit needs to come off this edge. And I think we're good. Okay. Yes, that is perfect. Well, it's not, but it's close enough is good enough. Okay. So, want to make sure our adhesive does not go over where I'll show you on here. So want to make sure our adhesive, our dimensionals don't go over where the vellum is. So I'm going to pop one here and one at the top just for balance, and so they don't fall anywhere, like so. Yeah, so just so the edges are up, I don't need anything in the middle. I just don't want the vellum sagging. Can someone just throw up a comment, just making sure I'm still live after the phone call and me having to plug in and all of those things, please. Okay. That is 2 cards done. One card to go. And I'm actually thinking we may need to grab out that designer series paper again. And maybe the purple posy, because it's right here. I am still live. Thank you, Bev. I know you girls are watching. I was just having a is it still working moment. Now, this is the purple posy. I don't know that's actually going to work. I'm undecided at this stage. Thank you. Thank you, girls. I appreciate you and your support as always. I'm thinking Magenta Madness is our pop colour. So I will have that as our card base. Okay. Last card, girls. Last card. This has been a long one, but I think it's been worth it for showing you how I've coloured, both simply and not so simply, the 5 butterflies. Thank you, Beverly. Sorry, I've got Bev Evans and Bev Mika, or Beverly Mika. I think I'm liking this. They do work well together. Let's just go for it. Go for it, go for it. Why not, I say? Why not? And that, sorry. I just do my measurements. I don't often talk about them because I know everyone that watches has different measurement systems, because all of our cardstock, well, everyone outside the US uses A4 cardstock. Everyone in the US uses letter, which is a bit different. So if I told you card sizes, vice versa, or if I told you I put this 1 centimeter in from the edge, the proportions to the actual card base are totally different. Okay, not really. Not, yeah, that was way too much. Way too much. Great. Okay. What I'm thinking is maybe I don't know really where I'm going with this. I don't know whether I'm going portrait or whether I'm going landscape. Let's be honest. I think I like this one at the bottom. Yeah, it works perfectly like that because we've used so much purple posy with like this one across here with a dimensional. Although I do need a strip of something in the middle, which will be a strip of vellum. And you girls thought I wasn't going to use any vellum on this card. I could hear you all talking, going, she hasn't used any vellum. Is everything okay? Everything is okay. It's just this is calling for vellum right here. I'm hoping that is perfect. So what I will do, I will adhere the butterflies to the vellum. I'll show you why I want a piece of vellum. I want the piece of vellum to anchor them. I know it seems really, really subtle, but I think it's enough unless we use a coordinating piece of Highland Heather. But I'm thinking the vellum is enough to anchor these down. Tell me, Bev, I love your style. Okay, so can you see what I mean? Wow, that the vellum is just anchoring the butterflies. Does that make sense? I'm hoping it does, because it does in my brain. Love it. Okay, Bev, thank you. No, I only want like a piece in the middle here. I was going to use a whole strip and then I went, no, it's going on the butterfly. Okay. Now, I'm really sad to be covering up this colouring, but kind of needs it. Okay, so is that piece done? And I'm just going to adhere my top and my bottom and then put the middle piece in. Yes, it does make a difference, Bev. I'm so glad that you guys can see I don't just use vellum willy-nilly. I do use it for a reason. And even with this card, the vellum wasn't working, but by lifting it and putting that colour underneath, it did make the vellum work. Because in this pre-made piece, just as I'm sticking here, when I put it directly on there, it wasn't working, but even just to elevate it a little bit worked well. And do you know what? I may even elevate this piece of vellum. Okay. And then our baby one in the middle, chuck dimensionals behind everything, and I think, oh, so pretty. I love the pop of magenta with the purple posy. Who would have put, no problems, Felicity, who would have put Magenta Madness with purple posy? Please be honest, because I wouldn't have. Or have you put those colours together in the past? Because technically they don't really work, but they really do work for this card. Two and three. So yeah. Now, we kind of want to do it this way, don't we? I might put another one up the top. No, you wouldn't have Carol. Ah, okay. Well, look, we've all made a bit of a discovery today that these two colours look really good together. But you've got to get the right percentages of the colours. So I really have just used the magenta as a pop. Okay. And see, when I pop it up, it's even more of a grounding piece. So sometimes popping up vellum, even though you go, yeah, that looks good, I was sort of second guessing myself a titch until I decided to pop it up, and then I went, yeah. And the happy birthday, I want to say that's from the Itty Bitty birthday set that is here. So I'll go through and verbally tell you where everything is from. All these products are available if you're in Australia from my store. I would love you to shop with me. Okay. Sorry, I'll concentrate now for a second and try and get this somewhat in the middle. Okay. In the middle. I could hear that happening. Okay, so for this card, we have used the Butterfly Brilliance. We have used the Stampin' blends to colour all of these. Purple Posy, Magenta Madness, Highland Heather. Itty Bitty Birthdays for the sentiment, and the classic label punch for the sentiment, and our 2019 to 2021 in color DSP. For this card, I have used Butterfly Brilliance again. I've used the stitched rectangle dies. I've used Stampin' blends. The stamp set we said here was Fluorescence for both the sentiment, and I do have a bit of a texture. Story label punch, circle punch, and the same color, same family, 2019 to 2021 DSP. So for this one, Butterfly Brilliance, we've used the dies as well, which are the Brilliant Wings. We have used a retired jar piece, the stitched rectangle dies, Dragonfly Garden, and painted poppies. So these are the Brilliant Wings dies. I will just pop these cards over. And I've also used the Wink of Stella and what else? The shimmery white paper. Now, I'll bring in all the blends that I use. Like, they are all the blends that I used. Okay. So, all the blends. Wink Stella. Oh, we've got a Kamikaze blend. I think that's all I used. Am I missing anything? I know. I've got another card to finish the dimensionals. It's okay. I gave it a red hot go, didn't I? I gave it a red hot go. Looks great. Carol, you are an expert. Don't discard. Like, I just went with my gut. You saw me just going with my gut, and I played. Sometimes playing gives you the best results. I didn't do anything special. I just played. And that's the fun of crafting. You're just playing. And luckily for paper crafting, if we make a mistake, we can generally fix it. Whether it be an embellishment, pulling it off and starting again, there is generally a way to fix it. So thank you so much for joining me in my mammoth card making today. I am remembering to put my lid back on my glue. I will be back next Tuesday. Have an amazing weekend. I have lots of projects to make for classes, which will be next weekend. So I've got my ideas all written down. I just need to get in and make them. So thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I will get back.